Today it's a clash of the Titans as the Indiana Fever take on the reigning champs, the New York Liberty. All eyes are on Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu as two of the league's biggest names go head-to-head in what promises to be a high-intensity matchup. Indiana's looking to ride their momentum after a tough win, while the Liberty are undefeated and firing on all cylinders. Breanna Stewart, Aliyah Boston, Natasha Cloud, the star power in this game is off the charts. It didn't take long for the Liberty to strike. Jonquel Jones wasted no time, cutting through the defense to drop in the game's opening layup, but Indiana's star forward, Aliyah Boston, quickly responded, muscling her way into the paint and finishing a cutting layup of her own. Jones came back aggressively, showing her power inside with another clean finish under the basket. Breanna Stewart then stepped in, gliding through the lane and putting up a graceful finger roll layup to give New York a small edge, but Kelsey Mitchell brought it right back, slashing through defenders with a fast, fearless running layup. The Liberty continued to push the pace. Jonquel Jones added yet another layup, already starting to rack up points in the paint. But Caitlin Clark got herself going, slicing into the lane and finishing a smooth finger roll layup. And she wasn't done yet. On the next possession, Clark got fouled and calmly sank the free throw to complete the and one. Then Stewart hit back, using her athleticism to get to the rim and lay it in once again. Boston continued her dominant first quarter by finishing another cutting layup down low. And just like that, Lexi Hull joined the party, pulling up on the break and drilling a smooth jumper to energize the Fever bench. But New York came right back. Stewart, already in rhythm, found the gap again and scored a cutting layup. Then Sabrina Ionescu made her presence felt, stepping into a deep three-pointer and burying it from beyond the arc. The Fever refused to be rattled. Aliyah Boston answered with yet another inside bucket, battling on the glass and converting a tough layup through traffic. But Ionescu wasn't done, this time pulling up from deep and knocking down a second triple with pure confidence. Clark fired back instantly, driving hard into the lane and hitting a floating bank shot over the outstretched hands of the defenders. Then, after drawing a foul, she knocked down her free throw with ease. Jonquel Jones continued her first quarter tear with another inside layup, but Lexi Hull was heating up too, cutting through the defense for a tough layup, then stepping out to knock down a beautiful three-pointer that brought the home crowd to their feet. As the clock ticked down, Aliyah Boston showed off her soft touch once again, floating in a jumper from the elbow. And just when you thought the Fever were done, in came Christy Wallace with a perfect assist to Cunningham, who capped off an incredible quarter with a deep three-pointer of her own. He scored at the end of the quarter, Indiana Fever 29 points and New York Liberty 30 points. The second quarter started with Indiana's Sophie Cunningham continuing to bring the energy. She took it strong to the rim and dropped in a smooth driving finger roll layup, keeping the Fever right in rhythm. Sabrina Ionescu wasn't quiet for long though. She quickly responded for the Liberty with her signature touch, gliding in for a driving floating jumper, keeping New York's offense flowing. Kalea Burke made her presence known once again, stepping outside and calmly draining a three-pointer for the Fever, giving her team another boost off the bench. Jonquel Jones, as consistent as ever, answered right back with a powerful layup inside, using her size to keep the Liberty within striking distance. Then, Natasha Cloud caught fire. She pulled up confidently from beyond the arc and drained a smooth three-pointer, stretching the Liberty's lead and forcing Indiana to reset their defense. Burke came back with another big-time play, this time driving hard to the basket and finishing through contact, showing her versatility as a scorer. But Cloud was locked in. She stepped up once more and buried another deep three-pointer, giving the Liberty a huge momentum swing and putting Indiana under pressure. Sabrina Ionescu wasn't finished either. She drove hard into the paint and finished a graceful running layup, keeping the Liberty offense rolling. Kelsey Mitchell, though, had an answer. She sized up her defender, stepped back, and drilled a cold-blooded three-pointer. Classic Mitchell, keeping Indiana's hopes alive. Sabrina Ionescu responded once again, this time with a strong driving layup, showing off her full offensive package. Aliyah Boston then went to work in the paint, muscling her way through defenders for a strong layup. Her presence inside was critical for Indiana. Cloud kept her foot on the gas, cutting through the Fever defense and dropping in a clean layup, pushing her scoring total up and keeping the Liberty ahead. Kelsey Mitchell answered right back with a fast-paced running layup, continuing her strong quarter for Indiana. Then Aaliyah Boston started dominating inside. She tipped in a missed shot for a putback layup and followed it up just moments later with another layup in the paint, putting her stamp on the quarter and keeping Indiana competitive. The halftime score is Indiana Fever 46 points and New York Liberty 55 points. The third quarter kicked off with a bang as Lexi Hull wasted no time setting the tone. She found space on the perimeter, rose up with confidence, and drained a three-pointer, giving the Fever a spark to open the half. Sabrina Ionescu, always calm under pressure, responded immediately for the Liberty, gliding into the lane and dropping a silky smooth floating jump shot. Her rhythm was undeniable, but Indiana kept pushing. Kelsey Mitchell exploded down the lane, maneuvering around defenders to finish a graceful driving finger roll layup, keeping Indiana's offense in motion. Aaliyah Boston followed that up with a perfectly timed cut and converted a tough layup inside. Showing off her footwork and basketball IQ, she was anchoring the paint like a true leader. Natasha Cloud came storming right back for New York. She drove hard to the basket and finished a beautiful running finger roll layup, reminding everyone that this Liberty squad had plenty of firepower of their own. But it was Lexi Hull once again stepping up for Indiana. First, she powered her way into the paint and hit a clean-cutting layup. Then she pulled up and knocked down a jumper with ease. Her impact was being felt on both ends of the floor. Boston kept it rolling, hitting a soft floating jumper that continued to stretch the Liberty defense thin. Her consistency inside was punishing for New York. Cloud answered back again, and this time with another dazzling drive and finger roll finish. It felt like a chess match, with every possession being answered. Then it was Mitchell again. She charged through the defense and dropped in a swift running finger roll layup, giving the Fever more breathing room. Sabrina Ionescu wasn't about to let her team fall behind though. She attacked the rim with purpose and laid it in, keeping the Liberty within reach. But Mitchell was feeling it now. She came down the floor, stopped on a dime, and drilled a pull-up three-pointer like it was nothing, ice in her veins. Then it was time for the highlight reel. Caitlin Clark finally got into a rhythm. She attacked the defense with a fearless drive and converted a running layup to energize the crowd. Seconds later, Boston added another jump shot to her growing tally. Solid, reliable, and unshakable inside. Then came the moment everyone was waiting for. Caitlin Clark turned it up another level. Step back three, splash. The next possession, another step back triple. Nothing but net. Two back-to-back bombs from deep had Indiana's bench erupting and the fans on their feet. She took over the moment, silencing critics and energizing her team when it mattered most. The score is Indiana Fever 76 and New York Liberty 68. Caitlin Clark gave Indiana hope with that beautiful finger roll layup, showing off her poise and clutch ability. But just when it looked like the Fever might tie it up, Sabrina Ionescu drew a crucial foul and calmly sank both free throws, sealing the win for the New York Liberty by just 2 points. This game had it all: momentum swings, star power, and that dramatic finish. The rivalry between these two teams is heating up fast, and you can bet this won't be the last time we see a battle this close. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any more epic WNBA moments.